Well, today's the day, believe it or not. You've been praying with us for a long time for this. We are receiving our furniture and our belongings. They're supposed to be here in another hour or two. And we can't wait to start unloading that truck and start getting back to normalcy. But thank you so much for just hanging in there with us and praying with us. And God is good. He answered prayer once again. And welcome to your morning cup of inspiration. I know I'm inspired already, and I'm about to get a little more inspired with what I want to talk to you about here today. Today we want to talk about our faith. And you know, we've had faith right along that we were going to be receiving our things, and you've helped us right through that, or go right down that path. Now, I want to talk about applying our faith, because Jesus, you know, he healed the blind, he healed the man with the withered hand, he healed the centurion servant, he healed lepers. He can heal anybody just by saying, "Oh, everybody be healed," if he wanted to. But there was something different about Jesus. He really was attracted to those who applied their faith. And I look over at Mark 10:46-52 and read the story about Bartimaeus. And it says, "Then he came to Jericho, and as Jesus and his disciples together with a large crowd were leaving the city, a blind man, Bartimaeus, was sitting by the roadside begging. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout, 'Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.' Many rebuked him and told him to be quiet. But he shouted all the more, 'Son of David, have mercy on me.' Jesus stopped and said, 'Call him.' So they called to the blind man, 'Cheer up, on your feet, he's calling you.' Throwing his cloaks aside, he jumped to his feet and came to Jesus. 'What do you want me to do for you?' Jesus asked him. The blind man said, 'Rabbi, I want to see.' 'Go,' said Jesus, 'your faith has healed you.' Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus along the road. Immediately he received his sight. See, he had faith. It was just that he was sitting there when he heard it was Jesus of Nazareth. He called out. He couldn't run to him. He couldn't grab him, but he yelled out, and Jesus heard him. He heard that cry. But he had faith because it was Jesus that he could be healed. And then I look over at the woman with the issue of blood. She knew she couldn't touch him. There was too many people around. But she knew in her heart, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, she believed if she could do that and had the faith if she would do that, she'd be healed. Mark 5:30-34 says, there was a woman immediately aware that power had gone from him. Jesus turned about in the crowd and said, 'Who touched my clothes?' And his disciples said to him, 'You see the crowd pressing in on you. How can you say, who touched me?' He looked all around to see who had done it. But the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came in fear and trembling, fell down before him and told him the whole truth. He said to her, 'Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your disease.'" Her faith had made her well. We have to apply our faith. We have to have strong beliefs and know that Christ can answer our prayers, can heal us, can heal the situations we're in, will take care of us. He abides in us, but we have to have that faith and show that faith and prove to him that we have that faith. God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.